All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got Let's Talk Football episode 23, and we're going to do a little week three recap. The Lions play the Ravens here in like 25 minutes or so. So we won't do it too long, but been saying we've been streaming a little bit more, and I've always been saying I want to do more streams. I want to do recaps and predictions, previews. We did a preview, or we did a prediction preview episode a few days ago. I think it was like Friday night or whatever, and I did a pick 'em, and I, I remember saying like I picked like almost every road team. I picked like 3 home teams to win last week or this week, and it was the complete polar opposite. So I don't have those ready, but we'll have them ready for next week because we're going to do kind of we're going to do a long time frame. Just a predictions. We're going to go through this week here. If anyone has anything to say, let me know and we'll talk it through. There's nothing really set in stone. What's up, Shift God? This game is going to be very exciting. I'm very excited for this football game. Little Monday night. Jack Campbell is active. Love to see that. Damn, Marcus Davenport placed on IR. I appreciate you. What's up, Chris? All right, I have a just something on the screen here. Let's see. We're gonna do. Oh, is it gone? Damn, it went away. All right, hold on. I have week 3 NFL recap, just ESPN. Here we go. NFL scores. And we're going to talk about it. I haven't watched every game quite yet, so I was thinking maybe I'll do this tomorrow, but then I feel like it's kind of lost its luster if this was tomorrow. So we've got on the screen here Packers Browns. Dude, this was one of the worst games I've ever watched, to just be honest with you. I was so upset. My morning was disheveled right from the get-go yesterday, and I live here in Florida, and there was a roach, palmetto bug, basically a roach. I look down. Football's literally about to start. Like, it's 5 minutes away. I've got my Packers game on TV ready to go. I look down at my foot, and there's a freaking roach right there, and I should have just stepped on it, but I was barefoot, and I tried to get a book to kill it, lost it, so morning sucked. And then I have to go watch this shit show in Cleveland where my Packers blow it all in like the final 5 minutes of the game. It's been a long time since I've had a game like that pissed me off that much. Let me see if I can zoom this in, if that'll help. Ooh, this looks like it will help. There we go. I hate bugs too, and that was real shitty, but that was a horrible loss. I'll probably do a Packers film study video, but I could not believe that game went that way. Quinshon Judkins, he is a beast. Stashed him in fantasy, so I'm excited about that. But Jordan Love, terrible interception. Zach Tom, our right tackle, is injured now. Just a weird-ass game on the road. Cleveland, I know didn't Baltimore hang up a bunch on them last week? Derrick Henry couldn't run the ball, but that Browns defense, man, they're not a joke. They are not a joke at all. Colts, Titans, Daniel Jones. I'm glad people are finally coming around to Jonathan Taylor being, Jonathan Taylor. I feel like the Colts just going like 9-8, 8-9, somewhere in that zone. They have just, as far as the media world goes, it was all just Gardner Minshew. Is he enough? Is he not enough? Anthony Richardson, when he's coming back healthy, what's going on? And I got Daniel Jones. The Colts are 3-0. And I want to see who they've got week 4. I don't know if that was Jacksonville or not. Week 4 is against the Rams. Rams, Raiders, Cardinals. So they're undefeated. I predicted the upset for my boy Cam Ward at home and that Tennessee Titans defense. And they left me hanging big time, and the Colts continue to win. I'm going to do probably a Colts film study. Will probably be the video tomorrow. Starting to get concerned about Stroud right now. I don't know what's going on. We'll talk about them in 1 second. I just did a whole Minnesota Vikings film study, so go check that out if you're a Vikings fan. I don't really have too many opinions because I just talked about it for like 30 minutes, but Brian Flores, blank check. He's gonna be a head coach after this season, but, Brian Flores, one of the best, if not the best defensive coordinator in the entire National Football League. That man is a absolute menace. Steelers, Patriots still haven't gotten around to this one yet. It looks just like a damn Steelers game, which is so annoying. Met some people from Pittsburgh. They weren't loving the offense. My man Aaron Rodgers, I'll take the wins. But yeah, like I said, I haven't watched that football game quite yet, but 21 points against the New England Patriots. I think Miami just put up like 33 on them 1 week ago. That is, you're 2-1. The Steelers are 2-1. Now they got to head to Ireland and they take on the Minnesota Vikings at 9:30. We're already getting those 9:30 games started in the National Football League. Oh, hey. All right. Breeze through. Rams, Eagles, once again, haven't gotten around to that game. Kind of surprised the Rams were not able to hold that one off. Special teams was a mess this entire week, and it looked like it was a mess in that football game, but I'll get around to that probably tomorrow. Jets, Buccaneers. I literally just made a Bucks video on my Bucks channel about 15 minutes ago. Their offensive line is so depleted. The Jets are now 0-3. I was huge on the Jets bandwagon this offseason. I've got technically a damn Jets jersey hanging right there. The Justin Fields concussion sucked. They didn't win week one against Pittsburgh. And now Justin Fields, that whole week two mess, now he's concussed. And Tyrod Taylor is starting football games. And now the New York Jets are off to an 0-3 start. Baker Mayfield is so resilient. That offensive line is so banged up. But the Bucks, I keep seeing them finally getting some credit they deserve. They're in so many they're like fifth in power rankings, which I love to see. I think that Bucks defense is underrated. Commanders, Raiders, Marcus Mariota, a horrible loss for Las Vegas and Pete Carroll. I don't know what is going on with that offensive line. I don't know why JPJ isn't starting football games. They went with Alex Kappa. They've got to move JPJ back to center, get Jordan Meredith off that. A horrible, just like an actual horrible loss to the Washington Commanders. Now, Washington's had some time to think about this football game. Playing my Packers last Thursday, Geno had no interceptions, and that's a whole mess of a game. They have no open gaps for Ashton Genty. Trey Tucker had 3 damn touchdowns, and you lost to Marcus Mariota off of the bench for Washington. Washington had 201 rushing yards, which can't happen for the Raiders. And I don't think I've done a Commanders video yet this offseason, and I need to get onto that immediately. What's up, Kerm? Hope you're doing good, man. I'm going to make a Cowboys and Bears video here in the next 24 hours. Oh, I got to scroll down. Falcons, Panthers. The Panthers, I think, had like 211 yards of offense in this football game, and they just shut out. Shutouts they're so interesting because they never happen. The Carolina Panthers had 224 yards of total offense, and they won 30-0. Bryce Young had 121 throwing, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and they won 30-0. Michael Penix trying to figure things out. Kirk Cousins comes in at the end there. The NFC South has been pretty interesting, but that is a huge loss for the Atlanta Falcons early on. For everyone's considering them a playoff team, and a huge win for the Carolina Panthers to get back on track. Still haven't seen it offensively happen quite yet, so jury's still out there, I guess. But I'm still hopeful on Carolina's offense. I could not believe that either. All right, Jags, Houston. This is from my man Chris. I don't know what is going on with CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. I don't know how you put up 10 on Jacksonville. A huge loss on the road against a divisional opponent. They had 19 in week 2 against Tampa, only 9 week 1 against the Rams. Everyone was saying how bad that offensive line was in the offseason. I mean, they can't run the football too well. I do like Woody Marks. I'm hoping for more Woody Marks moving forward, but CJ Stroud on 38 attempts, only 204 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And I'm hoping for some like Jalen Noel, maybe some Jaden Higgins, second rounder. I don't know what is going on in Houston, and maybe that constitutes a film study because you can't score 10 in a football game, and anytime you give up only 17, you've gotta win that game. That is a really interesting team. I can't believe Houston is off to an 0-3 start, which is it is just shocking. If I had to predict, I would still think they'll figure it out, but that is not what you wanna see. Getting into some 3 o'clock games, the Chargers 23-20 victory, a bruiser divisional game. I think this is like was this the Chargers' 3rd consecutive divisional game, which is pretty crazy from the NFL there, but they keep winning, man. That defense is no joke. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos offense, they went like 2 of, I'll fact check it. They went like 2 of 13, 2 of 15 on 3rd downs. They couldn't get any drives orchestrated here. Chargers dominated time of possession, had almost 400 yards of offense, spreading the ball around. Quentin Johnston, wide receiver 1 in LA, Keenan Allen had touchdown, Omarion Hampton, Oronde Gadsden the second, the rookie out of Oregon State, was huge on him. I know Lad McConkey fantasy owners probably aren't too pleased, but the Chargers look like a top 5 team for sure in the National Football League right now. Bucks winning the division. I have CJ Stroud and Jordan Love in fantasy. Fantasy QBs are so hit or miss. It's so important. You always forget about it till it becomes in hindsight. I have Dakota Prescott, who hasn't been doing too great for me, so I definitely am feeling that. Let me know if you guys have any talking points or opinion debate, anything like that for once we finish these up. Seahawks 44-13. Sam Darnold, best quarterback in football per PFF right now. I will definitely do a Seahawks. I'm thinking maybe like Colts and Seahawks film studies, first 2 videos of tomorrow. That Seahawks defense, man, they are crazy. Spencer Rattler, check down king to Chris Olave and co. The Saints looking like the worst team in the league in Seattle. Complete and utter domination. Dallas, Chicago. Ben Johnson looks like Ben Johnson now. Caleb looks like a really good quarterback. The media world is a clash of media worlds. Caleb had 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Everybody hates the Dallas Cowboys secondary, and it definitely has not been good to start off this season. And, it is certainly a work in progress here. But 4 touchdowns, no picks for Caleb is definitely a good sign. You can thank Matt Eberflus, who should not be the defensive coordinator. I think Matt Eberflus is not the guy ever, but it looks like the Bears have a road matchup in Vegas next Sunday, and then they have an early bye. So I'm sure Chicago Bears media is loving it. I'm probably about to make a Bears video. I'm kind of running out of time, so maybe we'll just do it tomorrow. Pickens was definitely pissed. CeeDee Lamb has a high ankle sprain. I think I just saw he could be done for like 3 or 4 weeks. And who's Dallas have next week? Oh, they've got my Packers at home, Sunday Night Football. Then they've got the Jets, the Panthers. A couple of wins could be in there, but big game, man. Micah Parsons returns to Dallas on Sunday night. I always love when my Packers are prime time. I can sit back, relax, and not worry about anything else going on. I need to do a little bit more digging into this Arizona game. I'm a huge Cardinals advocate. Marvin Harrison Jr. keeps dropping everything. It's truly insane. And I did a Cardinals film study on like Friday. I really don't think Drew Petzing is that bad of an OC. So I need to go back and watch that game. I had it on in the background during Seattle Saints, but now Mac Cheddar Cheese Jones, I think he's injured, but they're now 3-0. Bosa is done for the season on a torn ACL, but the NFC West is one of the best divisions in football right now. They might be the best division in football. And I don't know. I won't give up on Marvin at all. And I still think the Cardinals are a playoff team at 10-7. Giants Chiefs, to be honest with you, I did not watch this football game. I mean, I had it on a little bit. Chiefs don't really intrigue me all that much. Maybe now they do a little bit. I just clicked a freaking ad. What was the score? 22-9. I haven't watched too many Chiefs games. I don't know. I don't really love watching like Chiefs, Ravens, Bills. Don't really like. I'm an NFC kid. Like I'm, Chicago kid. I'm a Packers fan, obviously. Like NFC is my thing, and some of these like Bills, Ravens could not watch that one live, even though it was like the game of the year. Eagles, Chiefs, can't watch that stuff live. More of a highlighter for the Kansas City Chiefs, but I haven't made a video on them in way too long. I definitely need to get back at it. I really am dropping the ball. You know how annoying we changed our videos. They're like 20 minutes long. It takes first off, you got to watch the whole goddamn game. And I've got like my notepad. I put in a bunch of stuff, and then we kind of figure out what we're going to include or what I'm going to include. It's a long ass process, and I'm completely brain dead by the end of it. And there's so much, and then like it's like Thursday or Friday, and it's like Friday afternoon, and I'm talking about a game that happened 5 days ago, and it feels redundant. So I need to step it up, man. But it kind of takes all the energy from you. If you gotta like recoup. I gotta like recoup for an hour or so. But I'll start watching the Chiefs. I know the Jackson Dart chants have began. Yeah, NFL Plus. I get this question a lot on TikTok. I guess people don't know you can just pay like 15 bucks a month or whatever it is on TikTok. I think NFL Plus is the best thing ever. And I used to do this in the NBA when I was covering the NBA. The condensed games, it's like 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes if a game goes quick. I think it is awesome. And then obviously the all 22 coaches film I love to break down for these videos. But now we've got Baltimore, Detroit. I think it's a boring Thursday night. Oh, no, that was this week. Seattle, Arizona is the Thursday night game. So it's awesome. Then you got football all day on Sunday. We're obviously going to do a live stream before Sunday comes. You've got football on here in Florida. I'll have football on from 9:30 in the morning, and then my damn Packers till 11:30 at night. That is, I don't know if I'm quite ready for that. That's what it is. A pretty boring Monday night header. We got the Jets, Dolphins, and Burrowless Cincinnati taking on Denver. Hate the Monday night doubleheaders as well, but Detroit, Baltimore is the favorite here. Over under is 53.5. A lot of Lions fans are scarred from the last time they played Baltimore. I think we fact checked it on the last stream. It was like 38-6. It might have been 35-6. That was a completely different Detroit Lion team. Get good time of year, late September to be playing in Baltimore as well. And I've been saying it all week. Ravens are banged up. They're a little banged up, and I think the Lions come away with this upset victory, even though I don't think it's too much of an upset. I was kind of surprised people weren't touting this as a possible Super Bowl matchup. Maybe people are, but that week one loss to my Packers really left a sour stain in the NFL and everyone's mouths, the way they lost the Packers. But that Bears win was good. Looks like we've got countdowns in 7 minutes. I think kickoff's like 27 minutes away. Yeah, Vikings Steelers early morning game. They're in Ireland. And then same thing on week 5, Vikings Cleveland 9:30. Same thing week 6, Denver New York, week 7. So it's weeks 4 through 7, and then I want to say they get back to it. Yep, week 10. And then it's Thanksgiving. Oh, maybe it's just week 10s and 11. Anyways, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of the London games, or I guess now it's like Germany, London, Brazil, Ireland now. I've never been a huge fan of those. I don't really like the look of it. I know the Europeans really get into it and they love it, but the field looks off to me every time. Everything just looks off. I don't really love it too much. Who does Houston have again next week? They've got the Titans. You need a win. You don't need to steal that from Tennessee. They're still searching. It is not a normal Sunday. So I guess we'll conclude it here. Yeah, man. I'll probably have more to say about all this stuff on maybe we'll do like Thursday prediction stream before Thursday night football, but just kind of want to get back in the flow with these. I've got fantasy going on tonight. I'm up nice. I'm up 21 points. I've got Jake Bates and he's got Amon-Ra St. Brown, which kind of worries me because he had 3 touchdowns last week, but hopefully come away with a victory here. My lamp's about to fall. So thank you guys for watching, tuning in live and post live, and we'll see you in a couple of days, man. Let's go.